Hey guys, my name is Courtney, and if you're new to my channel, I am a reseller on Poshmark, mainly clothing and accessories. And if you aren't new, thanks so much for coming back. So yesterday I went to the Goodwill Outlet in Los Angeles. I live 2 hours away from the LA area, and so it is quite a trek. In fact, I actually have to drop my dog off at a daycare that's about 30 minutes outside of the way. So in total, I drove 5 hours for this excursion, but I find it to be really nice just to go into a place and not really worry about pricing, but more focus on the quality and being able to look up comps. So it's just also kind of a fun atmosphere. But I will say I'm incredibly exhausted. I left at 6:15 in the morning. I think I got home a little after 10:15 p.m. And I really didn't take much of a break. I did take one small break to go get in and out, which is kind of a treat for me. So I haven't actually looked at most of the stuff. I took it out last night to count the items so I could share with you the cost breakdown, but I think it'll be a surprise for me as well. If you've been to the bins or the Goodwill Outlet, then you probably know if you spend an entire day there, you start to get a little delusional, I think. And although you're trying to make really smart decisions, your body hurts, your mind is exhausted. Just everything about it is quite intense. So I went to only one this time. This is the first time I've spent the entire day at just one of them. I think Los Angeles has a few to choose from. And I did take one break, so I checked out with the majority of this stuff first, went and got dinner, and then came back for another few hours and checked out again. So in total, I have two receipts, and in total I spent $100.90 on the items that I'm planning to resell. There was one extra, and stay tuned for the end. There was one extra hard goods purchase that I don't know if I'm going to keep. I kind of looked up. I think it's resellable. I also think it's cute, but I'm new to the hard goods, or I haven't really explored the hard goods area, so we'll see. So I counted, and I have 54 clothing items that I'm going to list. I have 8 pairs of shoes that I found, which is really unusual because I haven't had much luck. And in fact, I probably passed up 20 because I only found the one. I couldn't find the pair, and that's always a bummer. I have 7 bags that I'm going to give away, and I'll show those at the end, like giveaway in with purchase. And then I have 6 scarves to wrap items in, which was a tip from another Poshmark person that I follow on Instagram, or scarves to give away as gifts. I don't typically give away gifts, but I'd like to start kind of building a collection of things. So when someone does spend quite a bit, or maybe a bundle, or maybe they pay full price for something and you just want to give them something extra, it'll be nice to have a little stash of those things. I also did get some yarn, and I guess I'll show you that first. This bag was sitting in a bin, I think a hard goods bin, and it's just a whole bag of new yarn. And I like cotton. I don't wrap my items with too much effort. I put them in clear poly bags that are sealable. I put a thank you sticker on each. They're all very neat, and I really like my packaging. But in case I want to wrap some scarves around items to kind of give a nice presentation, I would need some sort of yarn or something, and these were all kind of neutral colors. This weighs pretty much nothing. So I picked that up, kind of random, but anyways, so the total came out to be $1.44 per clothing item. I did double the cost for shoes, so even though they're probably actually heavier than that, so about $2.88 per pair of shoes, and I did not include the cost for the extras because they're usually pretty lightweight if they're scarves or light bags. And I just like the cost to be considered for the items that I'm planning to resell. So I spent about $40 in gas, and I spent 9.5 hours sourcing. I took about a half-hour break for in and out, and then I had the 5 hours driving. So It's a long day, and this was the first time I went without my mom. She was actually out of town for business, and so I prefer going with her. I think it's nice to have someone be able to kind of check your basket and you check their basket, and you can kind of weed things out and get that second opinion. However, I did try and keep her in my thoughts when I was kind of going through these items. I got all of these items. I probably had 5 to 6 times the amount in my cart at one point. But when you start looking up comps, which is a nice break of looking in bins, and you just start looking at the quality, you're holding things up to the light, and you start seeing holes. So I'm going to start with the shoes since they're kind of right in front of me, and then we'll move on. So this first pair of shoes, I've sold some almost identical to this. I think they were like a navy blue. This is Lucky Brand, and this is a size 8, which is a great size. I really love this style of their short booty. It's got the zipper detail all the way around. They seem to be in pretty good condition. A little bit of wear on the heels, but definitely a long life ahead of them. And if my foot were a little bit smaller, I might keep these, but I was happy to find this, and I actually found another pair of Lucky Brand. So I tried to keep in mind to only pick up items that might resell for $25 or more. I do have a few slips of less than that, but I don't think too many. So I have sold those pairs, and this pair, I think I actually have this pair that I still need to list or have recently listed for about $35. So this is another pair. It doesn't have the zipper detail all the way around, but this is just a classic black Lucky Brand booty. Again, good condition. Little mark right here, so that might ding the value because that is right on the toe. This is at 8.5 and decent condition. Again, some wear on the heels, but long life ahead of it. So one of my more interesting finds yesterday was a pair of Prada shoes, and I think you see the label and you don't really care what it looks like. I don't really know if this is a style that I personally would wear. It's a sandal. It's got the floral on the bottom. It's got these little kind of dangly, I'm not sure what to call them, but some beadwork on this part. I think when they're kind of probably on a foot, they're probably adorable. Not really winter appropriate, but the bottoms seem to be, worn, but not terrible. The size is a 40.5. And overall, I'm going to have to do some research on maybe take this to a shoe cobbler. But the only thing that I found wrong was there's this little leather part right here that's just lifting up on both of the shoes. I would imagine that they have some sort of strong glue that would be able to glue that back on. But the comps on this look like they're pretty decent. I think in the condition that these are in, the comps ranged from about 50 to 300 for a pair of Prada sandals. I'm probably guessing closer to the 50 range for these just because they're not perfect condition, but they are still Prada. So I was excited to find those. I did find quite a bit of designer stuff, and if you go to the outlets often, you probably know there's a lot of damage, and so you have to walk away from a lot of things. But I was excited that those were in decent enough condition to purchase. These are really cute. This is another pair of Lucky Brand shoes. I don't think they've been worn. Maybe once. Just minor wear, but very little. This is a size 6, so they're tiny, but I thought they were adorable. This was in hard good bins. A lot of the hard goods, the bins where they put the hard goods, have a lot of shoes just scattered through them, so it's incredibly hard to find pairs. But I found these and this next pair both in the same hard goods bin, as if someone had picked them up, found the pairs, and then decided not to keep them. So I think these are adorable, perfect for the spring, summer, and I can't remember the comps, but I think they should do okay. This was a new brand for me, and I thought just because they were in great condition, they're just a little wedge booty, and the bottom is in great condition. It says on the bottom, Web Shoemakers, made in Spain, size 42. But when you, kind of a suede material, when you open the inside, you can see Eric Michael, and it says made in Spain, handmade in Spain. So I did look these up while I was there, and it seems like this brand does quite well. So I can't remember exactly for these style booties with the buckle detail, but I want to say these are closer to 40 to 50 on resale. This next pair, I believe there was someone on Instagram who posted about this brand, and it just looked familiar to me. But it's a sandal, kind of a, you could just tell, it's just a super comfortable sandal. The condition's good, light marks just as far as, you know, it's been worn. But I looked up the brand, and this also does quite well. I think it's a good walking shoe, good travel sandal. So cute little detail right here. And I believe this was a larger size, but yeah, so it's a 10. So style-wise, it's not something that would normally stand out to me, but I believe I saw this label from someone on Instagram, and so I decided to check the comps, and I think they were pretty good. So I got a pair of Uggs. So this is a girl's size. I think it's a girl's 3, and it's this cute pattern. So I did find a pair of Uggs at this same Goodwill Outlet, and the first time I went, they were kind of high black. They were really kind of torn up, but I thought, hey, if I could get 20 bucks off of them. But when I got home, I compared them to my Uggs, and they were clearly a fake on the bottom. And I can't remember. Now I'm questioning. So if you know much about Uggs, I think these are real. But if you're looking at me like I'm crazy and saying, no, those are absolutely fake, let me know. But they're cute. There's minor wear on this one right here. And I looked up comps on this size and similar style, and if they are real, then I think I should at least be able to get about 25 for those. 25, 30, I think is what I saw. This pair of boots is cute. I feel like I've seen this in a store before just because the zipper detail, the brass part right here, but they're just cute knee-high boots, and the brand is Madden Girl. So I feel like I see this at Macy's and some of those department stores. I don't think it's super high-end, but these knee-high boots tend to do okay. The bottom was in pretty good condition, definitely has been worn, but not anything major. And I can't remember the size. This is 7.5, so it was good size. So I was excited to find that pair as well. And I think that's all the shoes. So I was really happy to find some shoes. I think because I was there at the same location all day, and they weren't moving the bins quicker than I was getting through them, I had some excess time, and so I was going into these hard goods bins and taking more time to find pairs. And so there were some really cute ones that I couldn't find pairs, and I was really bummed, but you just have to walk away at some point. So this is a hat. I might keep this for myself. I feel like I had at some point seen this brand and thought it was connected to something. I'm not really sure, but it just says Camping People, and I believe it's made by We People. It does have some strings kind of coming off that I think I could trim up, and it's just kind of a casual hat, so I don't think that makes or breaks it, but I thought it was cute, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to resell this, but we'll see. One of my favorite finds, and this is one that I thought someone was going to steal from me. So when they roll out new bins, I don't typically worry too much about lining up to get a spot, because there's people that just go crazy and they know what they're looking for, and I just like kind of take my time, because a lot of the good stuff I found is at the bottom. It's not obvious. But this jacket, little bomber jacket, was shockingly kind of face up with the label pointing outwards, and it's Everlane, and it's this awesome black bomber jacket, and it rolls up, and there's a girl standing next to me. She's trendy, so I feel like she's probably gonna grab it, and then they decide to move the bins just a little bit, so then it comes right in front of me, and I'm just sitting there at the Goodwill Outlet in LA. They have a policy where you can't touch the stuff or touch the bins until they've gotten all the bins in that one row rolled in. And they have to yell at people all the time. I don't know if it's just the LA bins or if it's all of them, but they're constantly, no touching, no touching. And so I'm standing there looking at this Everlane jacket, and I've sold Everlane. Some of the t-shirts don't sell for much, but some of this, nicer quality stuff will sell for definitely a bit more. And I'm just thinking, okay, I can't touch this. I can't touch this. And when they moved it right in front of me, I was like, great. Okay. So someone could definitely reach over and grab it before me, but I felt like my odds were good. Then this other woman comes up, and my cart was over kind of by her cart, and she kept giving me strange looks, and I wasn't sure why, but she comes up and she is touching this jacket. Now she can't see the label because it's kind of angled this way and she's over here, but she's touching this jacket even though they haven't rolled out all the carts. And I'm sitting there going, I've got one girl on one side, one woman on the other side, and I feel like they're both after my Everlane jacket. Clearly it's not mine at that point, but that's how I feel. So I didn't know what to do, but I just politely said to her, just so you know that's the item I'm standing here for. I'm not touching anything. I'm trying to follow the rules, but I just thought I'd give her the heads up if that even mattered. And she gives me just the craziest dirty look. I didn't know what to make of it. And she's just staring at me, and I'm just taken back. And so finally I said, I'm not trying to be mean, or I just thought I'd let you know since I can't grab it yet. And just a death stare. And so finally she ended up walking away, but I did have to stay at the bins out for hours later, and she's still kind of giving me looks from across the room. So she looked like she was going for a lot of hard goods. So I'm not sure where she sells, what she sells, but you could just see the quality. It's a great bomber jacket, and I was really excited. It's a size small. I think I just learned don't talk to people unless they're being friendly to you. I did learn from the other girl that was standing on the other side of me. She was very friendly. She was talking to me later in the evening, and she is focused on vintage. So I learned that not everyone is looking for the same stuff as you. And if you lose something, if I had lost this, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. But I think the resale on this is $50 to $70, which is great. This is a Free People lace dress. And I thought it was really cute. It's a size small, but and I occasionally will take a risk, but it looked like they maybe spilled some food. There were a couple spots right here. So it is lace. I'm going to try and soak it and see if I can get those out, because I think this dress would do pretty well. But if I lose it because I can't get the stains out, I knew I was taking a risk. So this is a pair of shorts. I'm starting to get nervous about spring and summer, and also people are buying summer stuff right now for vacation. But this is a pair of highly distressed shorts. It's a brand that I had to look up, a Blvd, and it looks like this brand does quite well. I think it's made in Los Angeles, so I was excited to get those. I can't remember the comps. I want to say for the shorts, 35 to 45 or something along those lines. This is a Free People, and I do walk away now from a lot of Free People at the bins, but a nice oversized sweater is definitely up my alley. They tend to do a little bit better than just the tees. So this is a size large. The Free People part right here is kind of coming off, but I don't think that'll make or break it. So it's kind of not sure the material, but it feels nice and warm, and I think it'll still do well, especially since it's large. I like to sell large Free People. This is a Madewell blouse, cute print, and short sleeve. It's got a little tie detail on the sides, and this is a size small. This was another one I took a risk on because the comps are kind of all over the place. And I picked it up because I felt like the label, which might not, let's try and turn, oh geez. So the label says Contraire Louis Farad, maybe. And it's 93% merino wool, 7% cashmere. And it's this really pretty blue cardigan, really nice, nicely made. Just feels, it's a beautiful color. It just feels nice. And I did look up this brand. Some of it went for very high, some of it didn't. So I don't know if it's just that it's not a quick seller, but it's clearly good quality. So I decided to take a chance on that. This is my first time finding Michael Kors made in Italy. And this is, I'm not sure if it's going to show, but it's a size 8. And they're just, I actually am surprised I even saw them because this doesn't stand out in the bins. Black or, gray like these don't really stand out as something you're looking at labels for. I try to look at labels for a lot of stuff, but I'm surprised that I ended up finding this. So I got excited. I didn't look up comps because I know the Michael Kors made in Italy is the higher end brand, and I know that some of it can go for quite a bit. However, just last night I was curious, and these probably will only get somewhere between 25 and 40. So not their most expensive as far as that line of Michael Kors, but I'm still happy to find it, especially at the bins. This is a really cute little boho skirt and long skirt, kind of flowy. It has a little gold shimmer all the way kind of throughout. And this is Torrid size 1. And I thought that was really fun. Definitely kind of perfect for spring, summer, but I do a pretty good inspection on cream and whites when I'm at the bins, and this looked like there were no marks, so I was happy about that. This was another one that I took a bit of a risk on because in my quick search for comps, looks like it could be good, but the reason I ended up getting it was because I just liked it. But it says Paolo Casalini, and it's this beautiful, it's not floor length, but it's kind of a long velvet cardigan. It's also got these pockets, which is awesome. But I'm not too familiar, or I'm not sure, but I just like the style. I mean, if it doesn't sell, I'll be happy to wear it. It's beautiful color and great condition, and I think that it might do pretty well, but we will have to do some more research. This one I was excited to find kind of near the end, and it is it's going to be hard to show, but a halter top, and it's silk, and it's by Hot Hippie, and I had done a pretty decent check on if there were any holes or anything like that, and it seems to be in good condition, so I was excited to find that. I think Hot Hippie ranges, but it's definitely a more expensive brand, and I have a couple listed, a couple really cute ones. I've gotten some offers on them, but they've been pretty low. So I know people are interested in the items, but I haven't sold them yet. So this was a really cute sweater, striped sweater, and looks like it's in good condition. It's a little bit longer, cute little pockets that actually the pockets kind of flap out, if that makes any sense. So I had to look up this brand, and sometimes the labels are they're kind of hard to read. So I go to Google and I start typing in what I think I'm reading. I believe this is Rosne Netra, and it came up as Anthropologie, and then I went into the RN number, and in fact it is Anthropologie. So it's made out of cotton, nylon, and cashmere, and I thought the stripes were just super cute. And I think someone the other day was saying they're really picky on Free People and Anthro brands just in general, even if it's cheap. And I would agree. I think the more I'm getting used to this, again, I've only been reselling since July 1st, and even the first few weeks I wasn't reselling sourcing. I was probably the first month I didn't source at all. I was just selling my own stuff or family stuff. So this is a really nice little black dress, lace dress. It's got this exposed zipper in the back. It is small, so it's a size 0, but it's by Laundry by Shelley Segal. And basic black dresses, especially with something lace, is just classic, and I liked it. So I think I have a couple items. I think I have a couple items by that brand in my closet. Haven't sold any yet, but this is a pair of linen white pants, capri pants. And again, I did a pretty good inspection on if there were any stains. I couldn't find any. But this is by the brand Castellan, which is a Nordstrom brand. And I don't think this brand does all that well. However, I loved just the basic classic white nylon pants. I think it'd be perfect for spring and summer for someone. It's also a size large, I believe. So picked those up. I also, because I've been looking at scarves for potentially wrapping some of the higher end items, I'm looking at them, and I got this one, and it's a Diane von Furstenberg, and it doesn't have a silk or material tag, but I believe it's just feeling wise, it's a silk. Nice scarf. So I haven't looked up comps on this. If the comps aren't great, then I would definitely just include it as a bonus for someone who spends a pretty penny on any of my kind of higher end items. But I'm hoping that that actually has a decent resale value. So this bag is adorable. This is a Lily Pulitzer kind of beach bag. It is, if you can see, let's see, there we go. So it's got this cute little shell detail. It's got this little string that kind of closes around that. It's this nice purple color. Now I will say there is some wear, so someone loved this at the beach, but I would still use this. And that's kind of usually my marker on reselling. Would I use this? Would I potentially want this? I did sell a beach bag by Lily Pulitzer within an hour that I got in one of the thread up boxes. I think it only sold for $15. It was not my favorite style, but someone swooped it up. This one's a lot cuter. I mean, it's adorable. So I'm hoping, I haven't looked at comps for this, but I'm hoping to get a little bit more than that, more like the 25 mark. And I have so much stuff. So if I'm starting to pull, it's because I try to keep things organized. And, but yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. So this, I was surprised to find a pair. So these are little thermal top and thermal leggings, and this is Victoria's Secret, so it says Victoria's Secret all around. Very holiday-ish, or just, you know, winter in general. So these were actually scattered in 2 different bins, and I saw the first one, thought, well, I won't find a pair, and I don't think it's good enough on its own. And then I saw another one, and I quickly went back to the first one to find the top and thought, well, they're matching, they're Victoria's Secret. I don't think it'll get too much, but it's perfect for the season, and I thought they were adorable. And it's a size small, I believe. So this was one, I think this is an Anthro brand, but this is a really cute, it's kind of got a white tee tank underneath, and then it's got this really pretty green sheer color on the front. It says Heather, and I think I found something with this before and I had a really hard time with comps. And then I think also one of my friends who gave me some stuff to resell for her also had a Heather item, and I believe some of it is sold at Anthro and the comps were all over the place. But this is cute for spring and summer. I don't think it'll get a high value, but I thought it was adorable. And this is it's not flannel, it's just a plaid button down. It kind of has a different, I'm not sure the material, but it's a J. Crew, not the factory. And it's a size medium, and I just really liked the colors. So I don't think it'll be another high money maker. If I could get 25 off of this, that'd be great. But I thought it was really nice color. And I do like to pick up, I'm starting to not pick up J. Crew and Banana Republic at regular thrift stores, but if it's a cute style and I think it'll do well, I'll still pick it up at the bins. This is a cream. It's kind of got some texture on just the front side, and I'm not sure if it's going to pick up, but it's a cream long sleeve blouse. and it's by Blvd by Graham and Spencer. And I don't think, again, I don't think this is another super high end, but I'm hoping to get, 2025 for that. This is a cute Free People. Really love the cutouts on the top and a really nice blue color. This is the size medium, and yeah, I thought it was cute. Not your basic Free People tee, but still a comfy one. This is a Soft Surroundings, which I think I've only picked up once, and I think it was at Ben's, and I actually don't know if I have it listed yet. But the reason I picked this up was just because the color screams holidays. It's a nice green color without the bright green color. I loved all the button details all the way around, the pockets, and then right on this side, I believe, it's got this beautiful beadwork, and it's just in great condition. So I really liked that. The sleeves are kind of cuffed, and this is a size medium. But yeah, it was really beautiful. And I think one of the things I've learned by going to the bins now is, yes, you might be able to get a discount. So when you include the $40 of gas that I spent and the 9.5 hours exhausted, it comes out for me to about a little over $2 for the clothing items and probably a little over $3 for the shoes, which is, you could get, 50% off sales at your regular thrift store and probably get, comparable prices to that. But the work you have to do at the bins is pretty extreme, and it's a lot of work to find this many great items, and it's a lot of, bin residue. I'm not sure what to call it. There's sharp objects and things. So if you see someone and they get something in the bins and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to give them a low price because they only paid $1 for it or something, they put in a lot of work. I huge props to anyone who goes to the bins a lot, because if I had to go more than once every couple weeks, I would probably fall over. So this is it's a lot of fun. I really like it. However, it's really exhausting and it's not for everyone. So this is a tank. I really liked the print, and this is by Chaser, and it's a size medium. This had some really kind of unusual, not sure if it's going to pick it up. Where are you? Like an unusual cutout on this side, which is intentional, and some on the sleeves, which I thought was definitely cute. This is a just classic sweater. It's by Banana Republic. It's called the Luxury Winter Blend. It's a size large, so it's 80% wool, 10% cashmere, and 10% Angora rabbit hair. And I looked to see if there were any holes, and I don't think there are. And it's just a great basic and just great quality. So I'm hoping that that will do well. We have a great staple piece. This is the Edme, I'm not sure how to say this. I know it's Anthropologie. And Esselet, maybe? Not sure if the tag will pick up with the light. Maybe. There we go. So I know I have a dress in my closet of this brand, and this is just the most beautiful floor-length skirt. What I liked about this was it's got some elastic on the back, which this is a size small, but I think because of that elastic, medium. It's also got a tie that you can, tie in the back, but it's just a beautiful floor-length long skirt, and I'm excited for someone to get that just because I think it's a pretty item. I did get a couple menswear pieces, and if you don't watch Rally Roots, I recommend it. They don't sell on Poshmark, but they are really helpful with information. And I think that they've talked about Orvis specifically, and I could be wrong. I was going through things quickly, but when it's got all these pockets, so this is a button-down long sleeve, but when it's got all these pockets, I feel like this is more of a utility for either fishing or outdoors stuff. So this is a pink, which should be interesting, but I think it's a nice pink, but it's a good size. It's a size medium, and I think that these do quite well. So this has the ventilation in the back, the thing that kind of lifts up, and it seems to be in great quality, and I think these can go for a pretty penny. So I'm not I'm not sure where to list that. I will probably after the holidays start getting on eBay a little bit more. And that might be something better for eBay, but we'll maybe post it on Poshmark before then and see how it does. So this was another brand I had to look up, and these are some distressed skinnies. They are tiny. I don't discriminate on sizing. This is 25, but the label on the front and then the label on the black, the black label on the back says R plus A or RTA, Road to Ah. So I did look it up, and it's kind of a high-end jean brand. So I was excited to find that. High-end meaning it'll resell for $40, $50. Maybe I'll take less because it's size 25, but who knows. This is a really cute Madewell sweater. Again, I couldn't find any flaws with the exception of I'll have to do some sweater shaving. You can see just all along here on this fluffy part, there's lots of pulling. So, but it's really cute. I love when the sweaters kind of put that shirt look underneath, because then you don't get all the bunching. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I wear a sweater over a shirt, I feel like it bunches a lot. So I love finding Madewell, and especially something besides just a basic tee. Oh, and this is another Madewell. And this one kind of caught me off guard because it's a kind of denim short sleeve shirt, which is cute. But it says size small, and I don't know. I mean, I could wear this, and I'm like, large. So, a size large. So, I'm not sure if it's just supposed to be super oversized, but it says small. I'll list it as small. I'll just disclose the measurements, and I'll disclose that it's supposed to be oversized, which is my guess. This is another kind of classic piece, and I feel like prepping never really goes out of style, especially in certain areas. So this is a nice, I'm blanking on the name, but it's right at the tip of my tongue. Argyle. That's right. So it's J. Crew. It's 100% lamb's wool, and just a nice basic to have. It's a size medium, and again, I didn't see any holes or anything, so I think that's a classic staple for someone's closet. This is my second pair of Miss Me. I actually think I'm still trying to get, I just got a new flat lay. I'm still trying to get through some of my pants pile that I was holding off on until I could get a larger place to take flat lays, because I was having a hard time hanging. But these are a pair of Miss Me. I thought it was really cute that they have little peace signs on the pockets. So these are a tiny pair. It's the size 25. It's a flare. And so good condition. I will try and get those and the other Miss Me's listed soon, because I know people are still buying them. This is a Sam Edelman, and I don't think the comps are too high on this, but I thought it was really a beautiful color for spring. I like the brand. I think it's a brand that people search for. What I liked about this is that it kind of has an open back, which is definitely cute, especially if you have a little bralette or something underneath. And I've started to pick up bags while at the outlet, so that when you go to check out, you're not sitting at the end feeling the pressure of having to throw a whole bunch of stuff in their plastic bags. So the bags don't weigh very much, and some of them are reusable. So this is a tank of Free People, We the Free, size small. Again, I don't pick up too much Free People, but I just loved all the detail on the front here, and it seems to be in pretty good condition. So we'll give that a go. And this is, I believe, another We the Free, except the logo is, you can see it's really kind of faded. This is a size large though, and again, I just really liked the color. And some of these are just super lightweight, so even if they're only bringing in, $15 or $20, it's, again, I'm trying to be more selective with Free People, but sometimes it's, I think El Ducho, who's on YouTube, you should go check her out. She said you get blinded by certain brands, and I would say that's true. In a sea of junk, you see a brand that you kind of like, you like the style, and you get blinded by us. You're like, yes, you're going in the cart, and it's true. So I think Free People, I think she said Cabby was another one of hers, and I would say that's probably pretty accurate as well. So this is another Orvis, men's Orvis, and this is a long sleeve polo, a size small. It's just a cotton polo. I don't think this does as well as the button down kind of utility shirt, but again, I'm trying to build up more of a men's collection of stuff to resell. This is, looks like the tag is a bit faded, but this is a pair of Joe's, and I really liked the color. I loved the zipper detail. They are skinny, and the inside tag is a bit faded, so that might cause a problem on sizing. It's 20 something, but if you can see, it's almost impossible to read. But they're still in good condition, and it still has the Joe's logo right here. So we'll give those a go. This I might give away, or I'll look up and see if there's any sort of value. But this was new with tags, and it's a polyester scarf, but I thought it was just adorable. So you can see all the little hanging parts. It's soft, it's kind of thin, it's got all this nice detail, and the tag says Jane, and it said it retailed for $38. So I'm guessing it's just like a little boutique store or something, but if I could get a little bit on reselling, that'd be nice. If I can't, I can always just throw it in to, again, one of those bundle or high price sales. This is a brand called Project Social Tee, and I really love this style of tee. I think they do pretty well. I know I've sold this brand before, and I think it's Urban Outfitters, or at least it is sometimes sold at Urban Outfitters, but the horses were just great. So I don't think, it's cute. I think someone will really like it, but blinded by those brands. I can't tell you how many items though I threw back because they were not valuable enough for me. So this is an improvement. I'll keep improving. So this is a brand I had to look up, and I'm not sure, another risk, but it's this button-down cardigan. It's kind of a bluish gray color. It's got the most adorable buttons, and there's a pocket on one side with the little green ribbon, and then there's the green ribbon down the front. And it's a brand called Niche, maybe, by DAR. And I think it's a relatively expensive brand, if I can remember correctly. But the resale value was just all over the place. So another risk, it's made out of wool and nylon, and it's a small medium. So I thought it was really cute, and hoping that someone might get some use out of it this season. This is more for springtime, but these are some capris in this really pretty coral color, and it's J. Crew with the somewhere. So this is the toothpick, and it's a 32 ankle, and so great size, great color. I think someone would definitely swoop this up for springtime. I did take a bit of a risk on this one because I don't think it's crazy high, but I'm trying to build up the jean shorts for the spring, summer. And this is a brand called Stitches. And some of these did go for quite a bit. So I don't know where they sell this. It's got the stitches. It's dark right back there. It's got some nice little stitching detail with orange. And I just can't pass up jean shorts because I just think they're just such a great basic, especially when they're a little distressed. So I'm hoping that, it's got a lot of, the button, it's got a lot of detail. So I'm hoping that it'll just be a nice compliment to the closet, and I should still be able to make a decent amount on it. This is a brand I think one of my friends in San Francisco loved wearing, and it's Lorna Jane, and which is an athletic or athleisure brand. And it says, I just want to spend the rest of my life happy, which I thought was adorable. It's kind of a short, I don't know if it's cropped, but just kind of a short sweatshirt. And so this is the long tag. she's got a little bit of a detail, hanging detail right there. Thought it was adorable, perfect for the season, size small. But, and her stuff is not as high as Lululemon, but it's decent. So this is a Free People Beach, and I thought the detail on the bottom was super cute, if you can see as it's swaying. But it's kind of a lightweight. It's a extra small, which again, I easily could wear this. So anyone, I just feel like it's a one size. Oh, and there we go. Even though I checked this 12 times because it's a thin material, there is a hole. So looks like I have a new shirt because, God, this is oversized. And I do anticipate that even though I try and check very closely with everything, there's always going to be a few that you get under the lighting and you realize there's a stain that you can't get out or a tear that you didn't see. So I do spend a lot of time. I'm getting much better at, oh, there's a hole. There was actually a Tumi wool blanket. Most beautiful print. I think it probably, if it was in great condition or good condition, it would have pulled in maybe $50 to $75. Just beautiful. And then when I got the basket full and I was looking at comps and then I was looking and kind of holding everything up to the light and moving it around so I could see everything, there was a hole. And I was almost tempted to just get it for myself and just have it laying on the couch because it was so beautiful. But I decided to leave it behind. So these are a pair of Fabletics little capri workout pants. And this is a size extra small, but I thought the print was really cute. This is a pair of kind of chambray, they're not linen, although they kind of have a linen look and feel, but pants by Joe's, and kind of different. It's a size 29. I don't see a tag in here that says the style, but I see a lot of Joe's skinnies or boot cuts or jeans in general, but these are just really a cute color and very kind of lightweight, which is nice. And I believe it's just 100% cotton. So but they're cute. So I thought I'd take a chance on those. Another pair of shorts. LA has a lot of shorts year round. So hopefully that just means I'll be selling a lot of shorts in the spring. But these are a cute pair of little red chino shorts by J. Crew. And this is a size 2. But I know these are kind of one of those items that people get in one color and then they want them in all, which is always easy to resell because that means they know the fit and there's probably not going to be any concern. This is another pair. Oh, this is a pair of Adriano Goldschmied, and they are a really dark green corduroy, but I love the zipper detail. And the only concern on these, which I'm not sure if anyone has any tips, but some of the stitching on this pocket is kind of coming out. So I don't use my back pockets personally, and I think that just happens with sitting a lot, but I'll try and see if there's anything I can do, or that just might bring down the value of them. All right. Oh gosh, we're reaching. So I think this is coming to the end. This is a perfect for the season, a pair of Obermeyer, and they're the ski or snowboard pants. Now, I put these back a couple times and then went and grabbed them again and put them back. But they're the kind of overall style or bibs for skiing and snowboarding. This is a junior, size 16. So I couldn't find exact comps. However, the reason I kept putting it back, these do actually really well. This is perfect for the season. But the bottom, it's like a kid or a teenager, or I'm not sure what a junior 16 is. Junior 16 is that? Yeah, I'm not sure. But it looks like whoever, they fell a lot. There's definitely just some wear on the knee, and I'm not sure if it's picking up. So maybe learning how to snowboard or ski and just falling a lot, that would probably indicate snowboarding. Because when I've gone snowboarding, it's always falling on the knees. But anyways, I decided to pick them up. They were a little bit heavier, but because it's the season and because the comps were pretty good on this, and if you're buying them used, then you're probably going to fall a lot yourself anyways. There were no holes, so just a little bit of signs of discoloration, I guess you could say, but we'll give it a go. It's a pair of J Brands, really great classic denim color, and this was the pencil, I think is what it's called, the pencil leg, so kind of skinny, and it's a size 27, and you know, just classic denim. This is another Free People, yeah, we the Free, and I liked just the kind of oversized, I like the look of the color, and this is a size medium, I believe, so this brand, I believe it's BDG. I believe it's Urban Outfitters, or I think it's Urban Outfitters, or maybe Nordstrom. But just cut off shorts. They're the mid-rise shorty. They're 31W. Although I will say, just comparing it to, this is Junior's kind of fit of 31. So, which I think that line is a Junior's line, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a Zara. So I passed up a lot of Zara yesterday, but this one, if it doesn't sell, I'll just keep it because it's kind of a sweatshirt kind of material, but it's just a long cardigan and it's got the pockets in the front, very soft, just feels warm and comfortable. So this is the, and I'm not sure how to say it, yeah, I'm not sure, but I think it's kind of their higher end for Zara. You know, I found it a couple times, but it seemed to be in really good condition, very basic, but again, if it doesn't sell, I've got a new Zara sweater. This is another men's item. This is the Adriano Goldschmied, and these are just a great pair of the gray pants, kind of straight leg pants, and this was a size 36, 34, which I thought was a great size, and again, just starting to build up that men's collection. And I'll just quickly go through the odd stuff. So I do pick up bags. So one of the things, this is a Lululemon bag. If I sell something Lululemon, it might be great to put that in there. I know people like these bags to reuse for grocery shopping and stuff like that. I also, the first time I went to these bins, which was probably a month and a half ago, I found this Free People bag that looked identical to this. And so I swooped it up thinking, well, if someone pays a pretty penny, you know, on one of the more high-end Free People items, maybe I could throw this in, fold it up nicely, and they'll have a little reusable Free People bag. So you can see maybe that it says Free People kind of all throughout in red. And I thought it was cute. And this time I found, I think, 3 more. So I'm not sure if these are I'm not sure where these are coming from because it's been a while since I found that first one. But happy to find some more. I think there was one this one's a little bit smaller. And then this one's bigger. And then this is the biggest. So maybe someone got a 3-pack. I'm not sure how these work. But I was happy to grab them. They're very lightweight. And I got some scarves, just some pretty scarves that are no-name scarves that I can maybe wrap some items. I thought this would be cute to wrap around some tissue. All these fun prints. Some of it is silk and nice, and some of it's just no-name. This is just black but had the fun fringe. So I don't know if people would like that stuff, but again, the tip, I think it was Milo's Market who gave that tip for bundles and stuff, just to kind of do a little something unique and different. Another Lululemon bag, which I'll just give away. And then I found a couple of these cute bags, and I believe it's cotton on, but if I could throw them in, wash them and throw them in as just a little bonus. Well, that one has a strap that's broken. I wonder if I broke that one by running around. So that one's a no-go, but I think there are a couple more. They just had these cute prints, lightweight, cotton on, so that's a lion. And this is, can't remember, but another cute print, some birds. So that's just that little bonus items. I did get one thing for myself, and it's a no-name brand, but it's winter coming soon, and I do live in a area that does get snow, and my computer just went blank, so pardon me while I unlock it. So I do live in California, and I do live in an area that gets snow. So I thought this was really cute. It's just, not sure what you call this, but I like the buttons down the front. It's very soft on the inside. So I thought that would be great for this winter. That's a nice item to just try on at the bins. So, and then I'll show you the most random thing. And this I did not include in the pricing. So this was hard goods, and I saw it when I was just killing time looking at shoes. But there were a whole bunch of these bowls and plates and serving bowls. I love wood. I just love natural kind of designs. And when I looked at the back, it was called Weavewood Inc., Minneapolis. And apparently they have, now when I opened it up this morning, I noticed that there were 3 that had a different design. All the rest are like this. But I think it's I got 19 of these plates, or sorry, 16 of these plates that look like this, and then there's 3 of this style. And then the 4 bowls, and then there's 3 kind of serving bowls. So I did look up on eBay. I would love to, when I get more space, which is hopefully next year, I would love to get into hard goods, and it's overwhelming to think of. But I felt like the comps, these have sold. I think people collect these. I think it's one of those things that if you have a collection of plates or china or something, you might need replacements. You might need more of something. So there are people that collect these or have these and might need some extras. So this did cost me in total $17.26 for 3 serving bowls, 4 regular bowls, 15 of the plates that match this, and then there were these 3 odd. I think this is called zebra print, if my research is correct. So I think what I might do is list these. Now these are not in perfect condition, but if someone does need some replacement plates, I might try and list these. And I don't know, maybe I will keep these. I love, if you can't see, I love kind of the natural elements. And I have some really nice dishes, but I don't have any kind of more, not throw around, but casual dishes. So, and maybe I'll just list them. I'm not sure. I'll have to do more research. But so these cost 69 cents per piece. They weigh a little bit different, but I just broke it down that way easily. And the return, I think some people are selling, 6 of these bowls for 25 bucks. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do with these. It was really kind of random. I did take it up to the register though, and the guy was like, "Oh wow, these are really nice." So it can't just be me, but they were kind of scattered everywhere. So when I found one, I was like, "I want another," and I just kept grabbing, and then just blinded by cuteness, I guess. I'm just gonna keep saying the El Ducho thing. But anyways, so that's my Goodwill Outlet haul. I won't be going next week to any thrift stores, so I've got plenty of stuff here and already from some of the boxes and some of the stuff that I've thrifted recently to list. So I should be good for the next couple of weeks, and then hopefully I'll be able to go back with my mom in a couple weeks and we'll see what else we can find. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the little subscribe button, and you can find my closet and my Instagram, COMMONTAGS, COMMONTAGS, and I'll link that below along with everything else. So hope everyone's having a great day, and I will see you next